Let's go, get you guys. 1, 2, 2. Well, didn't mean to make it that quiet, but right on.
Cuts deep to our ground and makes us forget.
So the broadcast go live?
Yeah, we're good.
All right. Come on in, everybody. So is that mic working?
Yeah, that works. It's all going.
What's happening? How's everybody doing tonight?
Fantastic.
Good. Well, it's good to be back. Sorry, I was gone for a couple weeks, and for those of you that are new, my name is Matt Morrow, and it's actually my son, EJ. We're going to kind of do the presentation tonight. Thanks, by the way, to Jerry for doing everything while I was gone. And good, and everybody. So, cool. So, summer's over. You know, who's ready to start making some money this fall? So, I mean, it's like, you know, people tend to like chill in the summer, then all of a sudden, this next few months is the best couple of months in our industry. So, and for those of you that are brand new, we're really going to just talk about a couple things tonight. We're going to share with you a product line, and we're going to share with you an opportunity. So, we're also here to answer any questions that you have. Presentation is going to be concise, and then welcome to hang out as long as you want. It's kind of a nice view. This is this is EJ's house. This is where he hangs out. We do the global events here every Wednesday and Saturday as well. So you're all welcome to come by anytime. So let's see, the new people, you hopefully have tried one of our products already, or one or more of our products. Let's see, this young man is drinking one right here. My favorite. That's your favorite, the orange one? All right, regular, original Verve. But, you know, what we do is, let's just give you just a quick overview. I don't know, I'm going to just sidebar for a second. Has anybody ever watched infomercials? Like, I mean, have you ever watched those things? Last night I had just come back from Asia. You got a convention in Kuala Lumpur and another meeting in Bangkok. And when you come back, it's a 16-hour time change, so your time is just massively screwed up. So I found myself at like midnight. I just couldn't sleep, and none of my favorite shows like Lock Up Raw or Cops were on, you know. And so I was just like, and I had already done everything else, so I was just like, I started watching these infomercials, and I gotta tell you, man, those people are good. Like there was this one guy that was selling this deal like all the American quarters, right? I don't know if you've ever seen this. And it's like this incredible thing, you know, and so and it's like $10 worth of quarters, you know, for 2 easy payments of $99. And I was like, and then but the more I listened, I was like, maybe I should get this, you know? And I just like, I apologize in advance that I'm not that good. Because I mean that one was ridiculous, and then you get the quarters over 10 years. Every year we'll send you a few quarters. So over 10 years you get like maybe let's call it $30 worth of quarters for $200. And then I saw this other one for this vacuum cleaner that I've just got to have. The shark. Have you guys ever seen that? So it didn't have a shark. Oh, you do? Is it as good as it sounds?
We have a steam mop. We use it for wood floors.
Okay, because I'm going to get it, I think, for these floors. It picks up the dust, even Cheerios, everything. I mean, and then I saw one for the teeter hang-up. Have you guys ever heard of that? The teeter hang-up, you hang upside down, and there's like this 72-year-old guy. He's like, I'm 72, and I feel great. He do like this little 3-inch jump, you know. I'm like, wow, he's got.
I have those in my house.
Do you have the hang-up?
Yeah, I mean, it's like a different brand.
Oh no, it's got to be the teeter. It's because of I forget why, but
that's why.
Yeah, no, a lot of the other ones are just junky. This one,
We were talking about the tomato plant.
Oh no, not that one. But the thing that I'm saying is, what am I saying? Is that they're just the presentations were amazing, and I learned a lot. Like, and then there was one for some product called Procera, some prostate product, okay, that I was Googling it and reading everything about it online, and I mean, just absolutely, nothing in the way of, nothing in the way of substance or ingredients or anything like that, and, someone who had researched it Google mapped the corporate headquarters for the the company, allegedly the labs that do this thing, and it was like someone's house in a residential area. And so people are buying stuff like that, and so what we're going to talk about tonight is like the absolute world's greatest thing, but I bet I can't explain it as good as the people on infomercials. But like this product right here is called Vemma, and I mean if you look at our packaging, our company's won like over 100 awards for our branding and design work and so forth. Everything's really professional. Our corporate headquarters, if you Google Earth it, is like a 200,000 square foot facility. I think it's is it 200,000? I don't want to exaggerate. It's a hell of a big building.
Yeah,
it's a big old building. If you Google Earth, it says Vemma up on the roof. It's super cool. The company's been around, including the parent company, since 1994. We've done over $1 billion in sales and created basically what I believe is the most substantial wellness formula ever. Vemma is an acronym. It stands for vitamins, essential minerals, mangosteen, and aloe vera. It has pretty much everything that your body needs in like relevant doses. So many of these products that you see advertised have just like one little ingredient, and then they hype it up, and then they make a bottle of something for like $1, and they sell it for 30 times as much on TV. There's so much goes into this product. It's absolutely mind-blowing. Another thing that we have at Vemma that I think is kind of cool is we have scientific studies. We have 5 scientific clinical studies that show that this product boosts your immune function, reduces inflammation in your body, and increases antioxidant levels. Some of you look like you're like, wow, I didn't know I was going to a science class. But my point is like the product is freaking amazing. It's like if you care about your health, don't buy some garbage that you see advertised on an infomercial or just pick a random vitamin off the shelf at Whole Foods or Trader Joe's. This is probably the single most complete wellness formula on earth. I've seen more people get health results on this product than anything on the planet. In 8 years since I started taking it, one of the things that's amazing is I never seem to get sick anymore. I don't know if you ever get colds, but I mean, not that there's a cure for the common cold, but the cure for the common cold is have a strong enough immune system where you don't get sick. And if you take our products every day, you're going to have a strong immune system. You're going to feel good. Now, EJ, I kind of wonder, you're sitting there, you haven't said anything yet, which is my fault, because I've been yakking away. I just got back from Asia. Our company's in 51 countries. We're selling our products, and we'll talk about the more exciting product, other than our foundational product here in a minute. But tell us some of the highlights from, you were just at the Europe convention. How many people were there, and what all happened out there? That would be tragic if that fell. Thanks.
Yeah, so the Europe convention. Well, on the product again, Ross George thought of this thing because none of us are scientists and none of us can explain how it does what it does. But he says when explaining the product, all you had to do explain is the 4 C's: credible, consumable, convenient, and clinically studied. So we have clinical studies, they're consumable, they're convenient. All you have to do is pop it up and drink it. And I forgot what the last one was. But yeah, clinically studied. So you can look online, vemma.com/science, and see. So the products are great, and then that'll lead me into the convention. Yeah, I was just in Vienna, Austria for the convention in Europe. Half of it was people who I couldn't understand, but they were excited, and that was awesome. Nice. And it was 4,200 people on the other side of the world that are doing the same thing we are. Drinking a drink and sharing it with people and making money while you do it. So it's pretty awesome to see people all around the world are doing this, and it's not just us in this loft sitting here right now.
Yeah, that's for sure. I was in Bangkok, Thailand the other day, and it was like, and there's people that are just so excited, and then going to Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, we had over 500 people in a room there, and just people all over the world are interested in a couple things. One, being healthy. That's not quite as exciting. We'll get to the exciting part in a minute because, until you're sick, you don't really worry about health. Like, oh, damn, I got cancer. I should have taken better care of myself for 20 years, But your health is uber important, and this is like the best health product in the world. And everything is making money. Everybody wants to make money, right? Is there anybody here who doesn't? No money, yeah. They say money isn't everything, but if you don't have any, it ranks right up there with air. Yeah. But what really turned this company around is the product that Brian's drinking right there, original Verve. So we took our original product, Vemma, and we put 2 ounces of this liquid mega supplement into it and made it look like an energy drink. All right. So the biggest problem with supplements, has anyone ever done this before? Like you buy, let's say, a bottle of supplement pills, right? You put it on your desk or in your cabinet, and then you're supposed to take it, once or twice a day. And then do you take it every day? Almost never. Have you ever anyone been like me where all of a sudden after a few months you look at the cap and there's dust on the top of the cap because you just like never take it? And so that, supplements don't do you any good if you don't take them. Just like one of my favorite analogies, gym memberships don't do you any good if you never go to the gym, right? It's like I have a 24-hour fitness membership that I can go to 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I haven't been there in probably 7 months. When was that time we went there and went to the steam room? It was all dirty, a bunch of sweaty haired dudes and tattoos and stuff. Yeah, that was gross. Man, I'm never going there again. But I still pay because it's too much hassle to cancel. But it's like, so the best supplement is the one that you take. The best exercise is the one that you do. Show you just something for those of you that are new. That's kind of cool. How many people in this room drink one of our canned products every single day? How many of you drink more than one? Again, today I had 3. And I should be more. It can be jacked up. It's like that much caffeine. You don't snort the product. I mean, there's there's a reasonable amount of caffeine in here. Plus, it flew halfway around the world. But why don't you tell me, Jay, about, okay, so this is our original energy drink, Verve. Why don't you run through the line, the other products that we have?
Okay, so that's the original one, and then he got like the occasional person, or there was the occasional person that said they didn't like the way it tastes. And they just don't like the person that was telling them about it, and that's why they said they didn't like it. So we came out with this one, which has more caffeine and it tastes slightly different. And then they have a sugar-free one, which is really good. Shad likes it because he's diabetic, and then you have the people who say, "Oh, I don't like sugar." You got to help all the complainers in the world. And then I'm trying to go in like chronological order here. Then they came out with a tea for the tea drinkers. He really wanted to capture all the market segments that there are. So tea, I think, is number 2 in the world.
I think it was coffee, tea.
Coffee, tea. So then he did coffee as well, and then he did this one for the cheap people. This is like $1 less, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's $1 less, and it tastes really good too, kind of like pineapple-esque. Yeah. And so those are the drinks that we came out with over the years. And then I know you love telling them about the weight loss, so you can.
I had a friend of mine tell me that he's watching. We do a little camera here, so we do this show broadcasting on the internet, and like sitting in a chair, and like I was sitting in there. Like, it's just a really bad angle. The camera adds like 100 pounds. It was like, whoa, you've really been eating lately, huh? I got a text in the middle of the broadcast. Like, thanks a lot, Jared. All right. But, yeah, so then also we have a huge weight loss line. Matter of fact, I've got an online campaign going right now where we're generating like 2,000 customers. It's Chris and Heidi Powell from Extreme Makeover Fat Person Edition. I don't know if you've ever seen this show, but this guy here, Chris Powell, he moves in with somebody that weighs like 400 pounds or something like that, and then he works with them, and then after a year they weigh like 200 pounds, and they all cry, and everybody's happy. And it's on ABC. It's the #1 show on Tuesday nights. It's similar. If you saw, they used to do it with houses. Now they do it with people that are bigger than the house. But they would take like a poor family that had like 6 midget dwarf children, and with arthritis, and then they would take them to Disneyland, and then they would come back, and then there'd be a new house, and they'd move the bus, and everybody cried. Remember that? Yeah. I love that show. My friend's daughter was actually one of the people that fixed up the houses. But anyway, I digress. So Chris and Heidi Powell, they're like on Dr. Oz all the time. They're on the Today Show. He's called America's Trainer. So he developed these protein powders. Losing weight, I actually know how to do it. I just haven't done it yet. Been working on my before story. The thing is that if you want to lose weight, you have to basically eat good food more consistently, and you can't eat pizza and drink beer, all right? That's off the program, except for on the cheat day once every 7 days. We have an app that you put on your iPhone or your Android, and it tells you like you should eat, like how about a carrot? I'm at McDonald's, what do you recommend? The walnut pecan salad, half of it. I'm like, yeah, I don't think so. Anyway, but then also at day 7, there was a cheat day. The app says just eat whatever you want, and then like mine got stuck on that day the whole time. But if you follow it and you basically make 2 milkshakes, like I tell you, they're killer. Last night I was really hungry, and I made one of these things, these milkshakes. I mean, I had already eaten, so that kind of defeats the purpose, but damn, it's good. I mean, it's literally like an In-N-Out milkshake, especially if you use, like I use a really good blender, and blend it, So anyway, you can have a lot of fun. I have a lot of people that have lost tremendous amount of weight to focus on our weight loss line. So thanks for participating in the humor. But the reality is that weight loss is a massive industry, and everyone wants to lose weight. If you have people who want to lose weight, you can show them how with our products and help them out. And we give away like how much in prizes every 12 weeks?
Over $5,000, I think.
I think it's more than that.
And that's what I said.
A lot. They have a transformation contest and so forth, and it's pretty awesome. So the products are mind blowing, all right, and that's just like, I mean, they're so good. I don't know how to put it into words. If I had an infomercial, basically every single person would be going, I have to drink that every single day because it is so much better than anything out there. You know, if you look at a Rockstar's ingredients panel or Red Bull or what's the other one, Monster, it's an absolute, it's comical. Like it's like a Toyota Corolla, let's say, and then our product would be a Lamborghini. That's how good these products are. So you know that. So if the person who invited you here is an affiliate with our company. So basically we have 250,000 affiliates around the world. Basically people who have a website and who have an app and have the ability to market these products. Because people always say, are they available in stores? No, they're not available in stores. You can only get them online. That's the future, basically. Young people, you know, that's all they do. You know, if you said someone's going to go to the store and buy something, you'd be like, well, that's kind of dumb. You know, you just go on your phone, order it online, it's there tomorrow. Save money, save time, save gas. I mean, it's the absolute future. Matter of fact, have you guys all heard about what Amazon's going to be doing with drones? Yeah. You know, so seriously, I mean, in the future, you'll be able to order something online. And then based on like where you're, you know, like the phones all have GPS, so it'll know where you are, and a drone will come like and deliver it to you. You can be like anywhere. Like you're at a football game, like, oh, bring me a pizza. I don't know. Maybe not a pizza, but maybe let's say an HDMI cable. But so anyway, what I like to tell people is that we're capitalizing on all of these amazing trends. You know, health and wellness is the next $1 trillion industry. Affiliate marketing is taking over. I mean, there are some people who believe that companies like Amazon will potentially put companies like Walmart out of business, right? So, what was that study, EJ, about as far as word of mouth, 92% or something? What was that Rob was saying?
There's a study by Nielsen.
Yeah.
92% of people trust recommendations from friends over advertisements and stuff like that.
Yeah, so it's like, that's the future, because really when you think about it, I don't trust that, you know, people that are on television tell me something. If one of my friends tells me something, like for example, I don't care about the pool service that sends me a mailer, for example, and I get them and then they're complete flakes and I've got algae in my pool. But you know, and also if the pool service sucks, the word of mouth, you know, is bad. People tell everyone about it. There's one in our neighborhood. We have like a neighborhood website, and people are like, this pool service sucks. You know, this one's good. And you listen to the recommendations of your friends, and that's where everything is going, because there's so much access to data out there. So to give you an idea, basically, I came to one of these presentations like this, just like you guys. Someone invited me to it, and I had no idea what was going to happen. At first, I was actually kind of skeptical, and I didn't want to come. How many of you have ever been like that? Yeah, I think everybody's like that. It's like, oh, I don't know if it's going to be weird or whatever, and hopefully it isn't too weird. But I was like so skeptical, like kind of the back row, arms crossed kind of guy. And I saw people making an amount of money that just blew my mind. And I knew they weren't that good at actors, you know. And I started analyzing it, and honestly, if you are the type of person who is looking to make extra money, or you're the type of person who hasn't found something that you just absolutely are in love with, and you have your career, you know you're going to have ultimate time and money freedom, and you love what you do. My experience is that people who are in that situation would that be a big percentage or a small percentage of the population?
Smaller.
Yeah, I think it's like 80-something% of people hate their job. All right, I hated my job, and when someone asked me a real intelligent question, what would you do if money was no object? You know, and I didn't really have an answer. And he said, you know, if you don't know what you would do if you had all the money in the world, you're not gonna ever get it. You know, and the thing that I saw with an opportunity like this, like we have an opportunity where some people make no money. All right, if you never come to an event, if you never bring a guest, if you never hand someone a sample, if you never get anyone to try our drink, you will make $0. All right, so that someone will say, well, it sounds too good to be true. No, do nothing, make nothing. That's our promise to you. Now, but if you do something, you can make, like I have my lifetime earnings up there, like you looked at it probably on the way in, it's like I made $6 million in 8 years. All right, that's pretty decent money for a white boy who can't sing. You know what I'm saying? And because like it's like I've always wanted to be a rich, but I didn't have a clue how. And so when I say rich, my definition of rich was I want to be able to do whatever I want, whenever I want, as much as I want. So today, I was tired, so I slept until 1 o'clock. All right? Now, if you have a job, can you sleep till 1 o'clock? No, you have to get up even when you're tired. See, I don't want to get up when I'm tired. Like, call me spoiled. And then if you have a job, let's say you have something you want to do during the day, but you can't do it because you have to go to your job, right? So what I wanted was freedom. All right? How many people would like to have more freedom in their life? Yeah. I gotta tell you, it's awesome. Like, imagine every day you make a few $1,000s and you don't have to do anything you don't want to do.
Wow.
It's not bad, isn't it?
It's great.
Okay. I mean, I don't have to because if I don't come to the meetings, Jerry comes, does the meeting, and it's fine anyway. And so I actually technically don't have to do anything, and I still make money. But I enjoy working with people. Like, our business is helping people. All right. So tell them a little bit, EJ, because we have this thing called Young Professionals Revolution. Like, it used to be mostly older people that were looking for the health benefits of the product. Then all of a sudden, when we had an energy drink, young people like energy drinks, and we found out that young people even care about their health. A lot of them work out all the time and eat healthy, and they never did that when I was a kid, but it's a new trend. And we found that the young ADD generation that there was some app that tells you like how many times you look at your phone. But I think like the average, person under 25 looks at their phone like 872 times a day, or something like that. I mean, it's insane. It's just like the access to information and the speed of business and the speed of everything has increased. How many of you want to spend the next 40 years in a cubicle working 9 to 5? Just show of hands, right? Sound a little better if you could just send texts, watch YouTube videos, and do Skype calls, and make a lot more money and do it from your condo or from the beach, right? That's kind of what we do, and that's really appealed to the young people. We have thousands of people under 25 joining this company every month. So maybe share a little bit about what's going on at colleges and some of the things you know about the business.
Yeah, some of the things I know. Okay. A kid named Alex Morton about 4 years ago now. He was the one who really got excited about this first as a young person. Obviously, you were doing it for a while then, and he just started saying, "Hey, let's drink this stuff, mix it with alcohol, and tell our friends about it." Like, that was his pitch back in the day. They've changed it to the Young Professional Revolution because they started getting in trouble with the parents. But it worked. Young people care about money just as much as old people do, maybe even more, and they might be willing to work harder for it. So he started talking to his friends, and then they talked to their friends, and it just grew and grew and grew. And they did it on college campuses. I started building my business right when I turned 18, around August, and I went off to college. I got 12 of my friends to do it, and then those 12 got 2,000. Or not, they didn't personally get 2,000. It grew to over 2,000 people. Nice. And so all that was us being excited about making money with a healthy energy drink. And, it's so cool because it's an opportunity where it's like one of the worst economies ever. I don't know if that's true, but we say it is. You can tell me if it is.
I think not for us, but for some people.
Yeah, some people. There's no jobs
Yeah, exactly. I think your economy exists between your ears. You know what I'm saying? Because look at the opportunity. This condo, I was told cost $800,000 when it was first built in 2006. We picked it up for $350,000. They were going for $200,000 a year before that. So there's in Chinese, the same character that means crisis means opportunity. I don't know if it's I don't know if it's a Chinese character, but in crisis means opportunity. So it just depends on what you buy into. Okay, so if you buy into something that says those things don't work, or people don't have money, or it's a bad economy, you can believe those things, but they don't really serve you. Use kind of a real world example, kind of like relationships. If a woman has a belief that all men are pigs, how do you think her love life looks?
Pretty piggy.
Well, she might have some men that would be pigs, but probably long term, you can stay away from those men because they're pigs. All right, if that's your beliefs shape your life. All right, just not to get too Deepak Chopra, but I was watching him last night on another infomercial. And so if you believe that you can be 20 years old, live in a cool loft, and do what you want all the time, and just hang out with your friends and drink energy drinks and make a bunch of money and wear diamond-studded Breitling watches and wear Louis Vuitton belts at 20, if you believe that's possible, then it's possible. Now, if you believe that you have to get a minimum wage job and work really hard, then that's what you believe. You know what I mean? If you believe it's too good to be true, it's too good to be true, right? But I didn't have that belief because I had a belief that I deserved it. That was because my mother really told me I was wonderful when I was younger, told me all these lies about how smart I was and stuff, and I had good self-esteem. So when someone told me that I could make 50 grand a month, I was like, I'm in. And they go, what do I gotta need to do? And he told me, and I just went and did it. I did it in 12 months. I went from skeptical broke to 50 grand a month. That's right. And so that's what I was going to talk about. EJ, you want to explain? Let me explain to him for start off, because 50 grand a month is just out of most people's comfort zone, but it's actually very attainable if you follow the plan, you work at it. Most people don't make anywhere near that, but like most people would just like to make a couple $100 a month. Okay. Or get their product for free. Why don't you tell us how that happens?
So which one? Product for free.
Product for free first, and then kind of go up a little.
So what you do to get started is you buy your own product, obviously, and all you have to do is start referring your friends. You do it every day. You refer things to people every day. A good movie, a good vacuum, a good quarter set.
Yeah.
You refer stuff to your friends all the time. So
I saw a good movie.
Yeah. Okay.
Has anyone seen this movie English? And it was a foreign film, won like Academy Award. No one?
Was it on the plane?
It was on the plane. I was like 16 hours on a freaking plane. I watched it all. Anyway, make it up. English. Awesome. Go ahead. Okay, so yeah. See, we refer stuff to our friends all the time. So all we ask is that you refer Verve to your friends instead of Red Bull, Monster, Rockstar, or that's all of them. Yeah. And so if you refer 3 people to drink the product and they order the same amount as you get your product for free. Really simple. So now you have a free business forever, and you get an awesome product for free each month. And then, Trent, could you share something? Because you've been here, for a few weeks, and you were just telling me tonight you got your product for free. How'd you do that?
Well, being honest, first 2 people I talked to was my parents. Got them lined up. They were buying product, and another friend of mine, actually Freddie, got some more products, and I have the 3 customers and the right amount of QB points, which is equals products.
Yeah.
And I just got free product for the first time. I've been here, a few weeks, a couple months maybe.
So you've got mom and dad. Most of you probably have a mom and dad. A lot of you, if you're lucky enough to have been divorced, have like 4 parents. So that's new material. My mom's been married 3 times. Great, there's so many prospects. But so mom and dad, and that's it. Like seriously, just know a couple other people that you'd like to have live longer or be around. Have them use these products and get your products for free. So that's the first step. And what's the next step?
Okay. So you get mom, dad, grandma, grandpa to buy it, and then you start talking to your friends. The ones who are either need to make more money, love making money, or already have it and are motivated. You get them and you tell them about making money with this, and then you get 2 people, and then you build out a team of 100, and then you're making $1,000 a month, plus you're making an extra $400 a month for a car.
You skipped 1 step.
Did I?
Because if you go right from free product to 100, that sounds like a lot. That sounds hard. 100 people. How many of that? But you do, you get $1,000 in the car. But there's a step. Just get 10, and when you have a team of 10 people, which is not that difficult. There's way more than that here today. So you get 2, and then they get 2 or 3 each, and so forth. Get 10 total people using this product. You're making $200 a month. And so an extra $200 a month, they say, would solve most people's problems financially, like would stave off a lot of the bankruptcies, even a lot of divorces, they say, which seems weird, but even a couple extra $100 a month, because most people, they argue about money. That's when you have money problems, you tend to have all kinds of problems. So an extra couple $100 a month. Now, if you're interested in a couple $100 a month, it's easy, 10 people. Free product, 3 people. BMW and $1,000 a month, get a team of 100 people. These are all really attainable short-term goals. Let's just walk you through how I got to 50 grand a month, because that's much more exciting to me. How many of you would like to make that kind of money? Okay. Yeah. What if it was true? She's like, oh, bye-bye. Infomercial. She's like, oh, God. And if it's like, of course you would. But the question always people have, the reason it's like, someone say, no, I wouldn't because, what if I couldn't do it, or what if it's a scam, or what if these, what, I don't know what the reasons anyone wouldn't do it, but please, for the love of God, ask the question that you have. Don't just say, it sounds too good to be true. Because if you have that kind of belief, you can see the greatest thing in the world, and if you think that everything's too good, you'll never see anything that's good. This is real simple. We have a brand of products that have award-winning packaging, a 20-year, billion-dollar track record, science that blows all the other crap on the market out of the water. And these products are amazingly good and they taste awesome. We had 220 million in sales last year. Lots and lots and lots of people are joining us. All you have to do out of the, I think there's like 5 billion people in the 51 countries that we operate in. All right, and you need to find 2 people that also want to drink these products. All right, so let's just say that you found Chadwick and Brian. All right, you got two people, two regular people, one black one white one. You know, just don't discriminate. Anybody can do this, right? And men, women, children, anybody. And if you find 2 people, and then so on day 1, I said to you guys, hey man, you know me a long time. We taste this drink, and then if you drink, you say, well, that's good. Chad drinks, he goes, I don't know, I don't like it. I'm like, you drank it wrong, try it again. Oh yeah, it is good. And then they drink it, they like it, and then I say, okay, here's the game plan. You guys want to make money? They say, yeah, okay, cool. Well, let's hang out here tomorrow night, bring some people back. So they each go and they bring 2 people back. This is going to be the perfect world where none of your friends are dicks. All right. So. And I mean, not that they're dicks, but people are so flaky and they're so like, they have so much guard about. How many people have invited someone to come to one of these meetings who didn't show up? All right, yeah, all right, yeah. It's like or like it's like her 6th invitation. She's like, okay, I'll come. That's how they got it. I seriously started like calculating. It's like taking more of these phone calls will be more of a hassle than just going to the damn thing. I'll just sit there with my arms crossed, and then when the hour's up, I'll say, it was very nice, I've got to go. And that was my game plan too. And then I was like, wait a minute, no, this seems more fun than being at work. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, you have to sit in a presentation or whatever, or you have to present something to someone, or you have to hand someone a sample. But God, I mean, what's an example of another job that someone has? Does anyone here have a job? Because I'm not a little out of touch. What do you do?
I have 2 jobs. I work at Coach and Express at Fashion Show.
At what?
Coach.
I work at Coach at Outlets and Express at Fashion Show.
So at retail.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I mean that's a good job and everything, but yeah. So like what would piss me off about that is you have to go there, right? And you have certain hours. You can't just show up and go, God, I got to. Coaches are awesome persons, man. A lot of people can't afford Chanel and Louis. I mean, I got a coach. It's quality merchandise. I can't wait to get to work. Yeah, I think I'm going to go at 9 o'clock. I'm there. No, they say, like, okay, your schedule is, right, certain time, and you be there. And then people walk up, and you have to be like, in a good mood, even if you're not. Like, I'm usually in a good mood, but sometimes I'm not. I don't talk to people, all right? Phone rings, I hit the red button. I'm not going to be like, a really crappy mood. I'm not going to feel like motivating you. Shut up. No, it's like, if I don't feel like working, I don't work. But she got to go to work, and then you look really pleasant, you know. But if someone walks in, if I walk in, you're like, hi, can I help you? And meanwhile, you're like, oh, you look like a total mood. You ain't going to buy nothing. But it's just like, that's a lot of work, 8 hours, and then you get paid probably like, what, a wage plus commission, or is it just a wage?
First is $11 an hour, and then you have like a little $100 $1 million seller, as in how much you sell, you get plus money back.
Right. So is how many hours a week do you have to do this kind of stuff?
And Coach, 38.
38, and even another job on top of that.
Yes, sir.
And how many hours do you do there?
20.
So 60 hours a week you're working, you got to sleep. That's not, you're missing a large portion, which is the fun part, okay? But anyway, so you guys, thanks for playing, but you know, like working all that time, and people work a lot of hours. 40 hours a week is the average, right? 8 hours a day. In our business, most people don't work anywhere near that, all right? But if you did, like, could you imagine, those of you that are in the business already, if you spent 8 hours a day actually working and talking to people and handing out samples, not like you're going down the street and be going like, yeah, Verve here, get your Verve. Like, that's weird. You just do what you normally do, and you meet people, and you tell them about this. Like, explain to that. I like the story you tell about how you sponsor someone at school.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I was in management class, and we always had, you have to get put in groups to do projects, and like, this wasn't one where you get to pick your groups and you go straight to your friends. The teacher put us in, and so I started making a conversation with the guy that I was next to, just sitting there awkwardly waiting for instructions. I asked him where he worked, and he said Arby's, and then I said, how do you like that? He said, it sucks. And then he just asked me what I did back, and then I explained what I did, and then I was just like, all right, let's do this project now. And then later that day, I texted him a video. He watched it. And then he signed up, and then that led to about 40 people or 50 people in my business.
Nice.
So let me get this straight. You have to say like something intelligent during an awkward time waiting for an
Yeah,
assignment. You
yeah.
say something like, where do you work?
Yeah, where do you work?
That was innovative.
Yeah.
And he said, Arby's doesn't sound like a thrill a minute. And you said, how do you like that?
Yeah.
And he said, that sucks.
It sucks.
And you said, oh, yeah, I've got an energy drink company we promote on college campuses.
Yeah, I said I just qualified for my car, because that's what I did.
All right.
And then he said, what does that mean? And then,
And you said, I'll tell you later, we're busy, we got an
Yeah.
assignment.
yeah,
And then he said, give me your number, I'll text you a video.
yes,
And then you just texted the video.
yeah.
He watched it.
And then he responded and said, I want to do it.
That doesn't happen every time, but that doesn't sound real difficult, you know? I mean, I was pissed because tonight we were up working out, and there was someone working out next to me. Yeah, I work out. But she had those damn headphones in her ears and just like never looked sideways, so I couldn't start a conversation. I was like, oh well. You know, but you meet people everywhere. I met someone on a plane here on was it day before yesterday, you know? And just keep your eyes open. Every single person that you meet is looking to get healthy and make money. So that's what we do. It doesn't cost anything to join, and it's an absolute blast. Literally, I mean, can you imagine? How many of you like to travel? So show of hands. Okay, if you like to travel, this is a great business because you can travel to any of 51 countries. I mean, Ethan just went to Austria. I just went to Malaysia and Bangkok. We have a friend who just moved to Colombia, and he just spent 2 years in Taiwan and 2 years in South Africa, and now he's going to spend 2 years in Colombia. Can you imagine just like if you like that? Some of you are like, no, I don't like traveling. Here's another thing. I know people who just sit at home and just sit on their laptops and monkey around on Facebook and social media and generate leads and talk online and talk on Skype. And you could be like what are those? Like an agoraphobic, and you never want to leave. Is that what it is? You never want to leave your house? Agoraphobia? Does anyone know? You Google it for me. Like you could just sit at your home and never leave and still build a business. Like it's the ultimate flexible home-based business. So we are absolutely stoked. And if you join us tonight, it doesn't cost you anything. You just buy product. You buy your product, you try it, get some for yourself, some to give away. It's the easiest business model in the world. Find a few other people who want to do the same thing and repeat that. On Saturday, we're going to train you. 11 a.m. here on Saturday if you want to come and get some training. And you can also bring a friend if you want them to get a quick overview. Chad, I've got a question.
Never finished explaining how to get to 50 grand a month.
Right.
Thank you, Chadwick. You know what that's called?
ADD.
ADD. Yeah. When I was a kid, they called it BAD. You know, you should pay attention. If he doesn't listen in class, BAD changed to ADD. Now it's a good thing. They're like, oh, it's special. So back then, I was a moron. Thanks, Chadwick. So get 50 grand. You get these two on day one. They get 2 on day 2. Okay, those 4 get 2 on day 3. If you just literally could just find 2 people who were totally committed to the project and get 2 and repeat it 12 times. On day 12, you'd be making 50 grand a month. Now, here's why that doesn't sound too good to be true. Most people can't even find 2 that will listen to them. It's not easy to get someone to come to me. If you're a nice guy like Trent, who's a phenomenal dancer, very friendly person, a promoter here in town, something thin, everything, dresses well, has a sport coat. It's still, it takes some effort. You follow up, Wednesday. Oh, I was going to come. What was that? I mean,
That was good.
I mean, I just don't want to make it sound like, oh, yeah, skip to my little make 50 grand a month. I mean, the effort part is you have to have some credibility with people, right? One of the people who does really well, actually the person who got Trent, is Lloyd Baker. He's an attorney here in town. His wife, Rose Baker, here is sitting in, but we usually play a video of Lloyd because he's like one of those attorneys, like Glenn Turner and all them. He has like 1 million commercials every single morning, and he does really, really well at this business. Why? Because he has credibility. People know him. It's like, well, you're a lawyer with spends like a fortune on advertising on TV. If you tell me about a business, what do you say? No, you schmuck. I'm going to stick with Arby's. Yeah, you say, wow, yeah, thanks, Lloyd, for thinking of me. So if you're basically what we teach, you become the kind of person that people would listen to. And then you do really well. So there's a lot of fun and growth that happens. But if you just can find 2 people and be a leader and build a team, I mean, imagine you have no limit to what you can accomplish. Anything else, EJ?
No. I think it's a fairly straightforward decision. Buy a product, get healthier, and make some money in the process.
I feel bad. If anyone doesn't do it, I go, yeah. I explained it wrong.
Yeah,
we should make an infomercial. Because literally, like, if you ask people, they already take supplements and they already drink drinks every single day. Like everybody already has it in their budget, you know what I mean? So it's like if you're buying Coke or Gatorade or Red Bull or any kind of beverage or Starbucks or Snapple, just take that budget and switch it over here. Cost you $0, get 2 other people to switch to a better product that makes them money. I would think it would be the easiest thing in the world. So I encourage you to give it a shot. And basically what we encourage you to do is just I ask people, have you heard of Verve yet? And they say, no, I haven't heard of it yet. Say, oh, cool, I'm glad I got you before someone else did. This is the coolest thing I've ever heard about. It's this phenomenal energy drink company, and they're having an energy drink party on Wednesday. You should come and check it out. I want you to come and see it. And the samples and all that. And you should invite people to come. Some do, some don't. Ones do, ones don't. One of the people that's here that's doing, what's that?
Karaoke party.
Yeah, karaoke. I think we have it. I don't know, we got a whole DJ thing over here. It was going to be like Cascade, so I bought this, went to the DJ place, I got the little black thing and everything. I did that there. But I also ordered a little thing to use pin. I don't know how to use that either. But I would just like to hear from someone here whose business is really growing fast. He came to us as a professional in his industry, came from us from another company. And man, I'm just like, all I ever hear these days is Jerry Dow, and he's blowing it up. And maybe you can come and share a few thoughts. So give a round of applause, Jerry Dow. Yeah. Oh, look at the music introduction. Nice.
So, I don't know. Basically, everything they said is pretty straightforward.
Was there something that wasn't straightforward?
No, explanatory. It's not rocket science.
Yeah.
It's just really a drink that you're changing your habits. You're basically just trying to get healthier because most of the stuff out there has lots of sugars, lots of carbs, all different types of chemicals that are considered poisonous. It makes sense to maybe grab something healthier like a water or a Verve or, like he had 3 today, I had 5. So, yeah, I know. I think because I'm losing so much weight, I lost 31 pounds on the product already. A lot of people that, maybe wouldn't have joined me 8 months ago now are going, wow. I actually have people asking me, how did you lose the weight? And I'm like, well, I'm in a company that helps you do that already. You just got to drink some products. You just change what you're doing. I know you're having Diet Coke and you think you're on a diet, but it's really not good for you. You're better off really having a regular Coke over a Diet Coke. There's less chemicals. So people don't know that. And basically what we do is we kind of like help blind people see. We kind of like help people cross over, if that makes any sense, to learning how to make more money, learning how to become healthier, and learning how to, be excited about it, basically. It's a journey. 50 grand a month sounds awesome. Only 50 grand a day would sound awesome too if you were making it. But, it's just time. If you put your time in and you build something, it's just like anything. You got to start, if you're building a house, you're going to put the cement floor in and you're going to work your way up to the wood and all the other products that you need to build a house. Same thing with this business. You're not going to just come in and be a rock star. You're going to actually have to first drink the product, maybe lose some weight so your friends see it does work. Maybe you have to dress a little better, be a little nicer, be more on time. Be a little bit more interested in the internet because it is the way of the future. Just kind of, you don't have to be an internet geek, but at least learn a little bit more about Facebook. Learn a little bit more about how to invite somebody, how to do a presentation type thing. And a presentation can be as easy as, here, drink this, I like it. That's a presentation.
Right.
I call it an exposure, but it's basically just you're inviting. By giving a sample, you basically invite somebody into your sphere of what you're doing, and so basically drinking the products is probably the best way to get people interested and kind of do that. So
there's three ways. I was going to bar school. There's 3 ways. Okay, so there's people that which the biggest objection I get to that is like people say, I don't want to talk to my friends. The only reason you would say that is because you don't believe in what you're saying. It's like I didn't want to talk to my friends either because like a lot of them had actually good jobs like engineer or doctor, and I was like got out of college and it's like, yeah, I'm a vitamin guy, I'm Mary Kay, and I was like, I don't want to talk to them because it'll be humiliating. Now I do want to talk to them. I'm like, bro, I make so much more money than you, and you work so much harder. So my perspective has changed, and then as far as the product, you should feel horrible if you don't tell someone about this product. Because if someone drinks one of these every day, it's really good for them, and if they don't, it's really not good for them. But but talking to friends, that's just that's great, and they're your best people. But some people don't have anyone that likes them. Some people's parents don't even like them, and they won't even buy the products. I've seen it,
yeah.
And it's like here's a person not even a mother could love. But you have that, there's people that you meet. I love what you were saying about the way you do with the samples. Maybe tell that real quick, because with chance encounters, what you do.
So like basically, you know, there's like little gift bags. I mean, today in this economy, it is the second worst economy the world's ever seen in 100 years. So you're pretty close. But you know, you can live in that economy or you can beat that economy. You know, I don't follow the president. I don't follow CNN. I don't follow any of that. I have my own little economy that I follow. And so, you know, I say to people, look, if you're, you know, my company's doing a survey. If you're willing to participate in the survey, I'm willing to give you a sample bag or give you a can, or if I got a whole bunch, I'll give them a bag. Mm-hmm. And it's like a gift. And today, nobody's giving away anything unless, I mean, there's a few places maybe out there, but most companies aren't giving away anything. So when you give somebody something, it kind of shocks them at first. Like, wow, you're giving these away? Yeah, my company's doing a survey. If you're willing to drink all 3 of these cold, and all you have to do is tell me which one tasted the best, I'll give you the whole bag. And they're like, really? I'm like, yeah, here, take the whole bag. And now they're drinking 3 of your products, and they're probably going to like 1 out of 3 or 1 out of 4, or however how many you put in the bag. And basically, you just say, I'm going to call you in 2 days to follow up on the survey. My company does, you know, just really curious which product you like the best. Call back 2 days later. Hey, I'm Jerry. Met you at the gym. Gave you that bag. You know which product did you like the taste of the best? I got to finish my survey for the company. And they say, oh my gosh, the black can was awesome. I don't remember the name of it, but it was really good. And I say, that's my favorite one too. And because they're all my favorite.
I was going to say, what's the
blue
one?
Yeah, they're all my favorite. So they're all my favorite. So because they all help my health and my wealth, you know, and it helps out my friends make money. It helps my team do good. So they're all good. And then I say, well, that's great that you like that black can. And hey, we were in a hurry the day I met you, and that's why I didn't really talk to you a really long time. I just want you to give me my survey and walk away because we're doing lots of surveys these days. Mm-hmm. So I was really busy. But you know, Matt, I met you, and you said you like the black can. If I could get you that black can for free for the rest of your life, would you be interested in something like that? And then I shut up. Yeah. Most of us want to talk too much, be the smarter guy. You just really got to kind of, you just gotta kind of be smart and let them talk after that. And then they'll say, yeah, free. And I'm like, yeah, well, I already gave you a free bag already, but how would you like to get a case of that for free every month? You said you loved it. Mm-hmm. And then I shut up again, and they're going to say, yeah, how? And I'm going to say, well, you completed the survey. That's really cool. You're kind of like a person I'm kind of looking for, someone that follows through. You did the survey correctly. Everything was great. If you can meet me at Starbucks at 9 o'clock or 5 o'clock or 3 o'clock or your day off, I'm willing to give you some more of those for free just to meet me. But I also want to show you how I get it for free every month, and you can do the same. And so they go, wow, free? And I'm like, yeah, they come, and then I tell them about if you got 3 friends, you can get 1 case for free. If you got 6 friends, you get 2 cases for free. You make a little joke, you flip a little chart. You show them a little bit about the culture of Vemma, what's going on, how guys like him make the money they make, all those kinds of things, you know.
It also helps with this Jerry, like driving around in the Bentley.
Yeah.
All I gotta do is buy one of those.
It actually hurts me that I have a nice car because then people think, whoa, like, who is this? I'd rather pull up in a beater and be smart than pull up in a nice car and look stupid.
I'll borrow the Bentley, I'll give you one of my beaters.
Yeah, so I mean, it's like, you know, but basically, believe it or not, I mean, I have guys on my team that own Ferraris. I mean, in my last company, I had 96 of the best doctors. Yeah. Steve Wynn sold juice for me in my last company. So did George Maloof in the Palms Hotel. I actually sponsored the race car where I didn't get to put any money up, but we got to go to every race and we gave bottles and bottles and bottles away. And you know, so these are the kind of people you're going to get to meet in doing this business. You're never going to know who you're going to meet, but it's really that simple. You don't have to do a whole lot, but you do have to do something.
You never know like when you're going to meet somebody who's really good. I guess that's what it boils down to. People misunderstand this business and they think it's sales. It's really just about relationships. You can't say the right thing to the wrong person. You can't say the wrong thing to the right person. You never know when you're going to meet someone. I bet people who said, "Man, I've been looking for an opportunity." You're like, that sounds really good. Like, okay, cool, come with me. They're like, oh, great, where is it? What is it? And they show up. Does that happen most of the time? No. But what's amazing is, like, try to understand, if you sponsored Jerry or you sponsored me randomly, you could make, you know, I think the guy that sponsored me makes about $500,000 a year in overrides off of me. Yeah. I mean, I never even talked to him. You know, so I mean, like, that's me. I would at least keep that plate spinning part-time in the back of my, you know, deal. I'd be like, all I gotta do is drink this drink, it doesn't cost me nothing. Okay, so I drink it, and then every time you meet somebody who says, my job sucks, you know, I need a new car, I hate, you know, you ever hear people complaining? Anyone else here? Or just me? Yeah, and I'm like, well, you want to keep complaining about that, or you want to do something about it? You know, give it. You can start a conversation with anyone, the right person, they'll do it. And then the last thing is on the internet. How many of you, I used to back in like 1998, we do, how many of you are on the internet? You know, 20% of the hands would go up, yes, I'm on AOL dial-up. Excellent, sir. But I mean, here, how many of you have a Facebook account? right? Okay, even you raised her hand. Well, she kind of like was bidding on the animal. And it's like, yeah, but everyone has a Facebook account. The average number of people, friends that you guys have, is around 600, 700 friends on Facebook. Okay, the average, right? That's a lot of branding clouds. One of the things we teach you how to do is how to market online, how to advertise and stuff like that. Here's some that. So there's so many ways to do it. The objective is find 2 other humans that want to make money. If the person I was going to have, is there anything else you want to add, Jerry?
No, I'm done. I was letting you go.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but that's all good. So we got the next person. Give it up for Jerry. Bring up Chadwick. Chadwick. I'm going to have Chadwick come up because this guy came into the business, has had really good, right out of the bat, made some money. So we'll talk about what happened, what can happen to you in your first week, and anything else you want to share.
Yeah, basically, friend gave me some drinks to try. I tried them. I liked them. I was already drinking Red Bull, and it was really not that great. I was getting sick.
Yeah.
I went to a meeting. I saw what it was about. I saw a bunch of young people, a bunch of people with, paid for cars by the company, and I was just kind of like, oh, what is this? And then, after the meeting, I saw what it was about. I fell in love. I got signed up, and then I told 3 of my friends. Actually, I told more than 3. A couple of them didn't want anything to do with it, and I was just like, all right. Told about 5, and then 3 of them joined, and that actually paid me $960 in my first 3 days in business.
Take it.
Yeah. So,
I always like that story. That's a good story. How old are you, Chadwick?
22.
22. So not every 22-year-old just comes in and says, yeah, man, it sounds good. I'm looking for an opportunity. I'll join. And has enough people in his phone that 3 out of 5, because it's him saying it, are going to come and join. But that that's the kind of person you're looking for. So look for dudes that have big tattoos on their left arm and goatee. That's the prototype for that. I know. I mean, if you look around the room, every single type of person does well in this business. And what else? What's your favorite product, Chadwick?
I've had multiple favorite products.
You're like Jerry. They're all your favorites.
Yeah. I really love the Party.
Yeah.
At first, I kind of didn't like the original orange one, and now it's like my favorite for some reason. And this one right here, because I'm not really big on caffeine, so this I can drink at night and still go to sleep. And
I just think you drink it because it's good for your skin, hair, and nails.
Of course.
Just got that extra. What's that ingredient that's good for your nails? Silicone. Yeah, that was on Dr. Oz. Cool. So anyway, that, my friends, is the name of that tune. And I have a feeling like this seems like the most mellow meeting I've ever done in my life. And I got to apologize because it's a thing called, I've never heard about, called jet lag. Like my energy level is normally about 80 times higher, but as soon as I had this chair, I was like, oh, it's comfortable. So, but hopefully there was someone sitting in the meeting today that's like, oh, thank God there wasn't too much hype or whatever. Because I'm not into that. It's like, I think that's weird. Like the reason I didn't want to get involved in something like this, I don't want to be involved in some weird cult, a bunch of freaks I'd be embarrassed to bring my friends to. Like everyone in our company is just cool. It's like, here's what we do. We have a good product, we drink it. You want to make money, come hang out with us. Yeah. We're going to Hawaii in November. We got a trip to Cabo here coming up. We travel, we have fun. We're going to be having a big party at our house here in the next couple of weeks. Everyone's going to come over, kind of an end of summer party. And I'll give you guys the details on that. So, I would look at it. I thought of this on the plane the other day because I had 14 hours to think. It's almost like you are being invited to join a club. All right, and here's the club, and I'm kind of thinking on the fly here. But imagine, okay, so there's this club that gives you access to this beautiful city lights view loft. Anytime you want to take a look at the meetings, the club has hundreds, actually 250,000 people that are down to support you in being the best that you can be. Support you on being healthier, support you on making more money. It's a real super positive group of people, and let's see what else. They give you trips, they give you free cars, they'll pay you. There's a 24-year-old kid making $1 million a year, and it's absolutely free to join. Like, I really need to think about this. It's almost like Success University. It is the most amazing company, and we encourage you to join us afterwards. If there was anything that we didn't cover, have questions, come up and ask us. And then Saturday, 11 a.m., bring some people back here, and we'll do some training, some more Q&A. So unless anyone has anything else to add, we'll wrap it up. EJ will hit the music. Look at that. Bam! All right.